part of week 5 is working on our loose leash walking and trying to keep your attention on your dog. So again, you're gonna load up with treats in your left hand, okay? You don't want them in your right hand again. You want them in your left hand, all right? And you're gonna just put your treats, see I got the leash in the right hand and my treats down here. And I'm gonna use my command. Mine is let's go. Let's go. And when he's right here where I want him, I treat him. Okay, let's try. So right, I don't want him jumping. Yes, good. All right, come. Right, so good. Again, remember last week I said if they pulled ahead of you, be a tree, stop, turn around. Feet on the floor. Yes. You want to make sure those feet are on the floor. So that's the third part of your week 5 is to work on that. So loose leash walking. If you are being ahead, if you've been diligent and been working on this, eventually you have to teach them a sit at the end of your walk. So when you stop, they're to sit. Okay? So you can incorporate that in. So let's go around. You're gonna loose leash walk. So as you come to the halt, you're gonna pull your treat up and say sit. Good, sit. All right, let's try it one more time. And we're gonna come to a halt. I'm gonna show them my treat, sit. And I don't care where their butt is right now, I just want them sitting. So you can start adding that in if your loose leash walking is getting pretty acceptable. So if not, just keep working on getting your dog's attention right here. Remember, don't put the treats in this hand. They have to be in this hand next to the dog. All right. So the other thing you should be working on is people touching your dog. Remember we talked about last week how you got to have somebody come up and touch their head. So the first week last week, I had to go up and somebody was just going like this and walking past. All right. So they're just going past, putting their hand there. All right. So if your dog is graduated up to being really good and staying at that part, and of course, you're standing here while the person's passing by. So if they're really that good at that part, then you can have the person lightly touch their head and keep going. Tell them not to make eye contact, so when your sister or brother comes, and don't giggle, is just come in, touch their head, yes. And as the person's touching your head, his head, you would say yes. Good. So as that person's walking past, touching the head, you go, yes. And make sure their butt's on the ground. Touch the head, yes. So they get used to people touching. So that should be everything that's on week 5. Again, if you've got questions, I haven't heard from anybody, so I'm hoping you're all working on this. You can get a hold of me on 4shelty1pap@gmail.com. Or you can call me on my cell phone if you have to, 920. Never mind, I'm not going to put that on the other part of my Bates thing. I don't want to give out my phone number. So just give out the email and we'll go from there. Thank you.